Get it? The Bert Show.
On the hot goss from Hollywood. Abby, it's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
We have more pageant drama. So if you missed this, both Miss USA and Miss Teen USA decided to resign their titles, which is a huge deal because no one's done this in the 72 years that the organization has been in place. This is a lot of people's dream jobs. I know for Miss USA, you get like a penthouse in New York and you get to go to all these modeling gigs and you do a lot of appearances and you get to wear a crown and pretty dresses. I mean, it's a big deal to get this title and you go up against 51 other women to get it. So when you finally get to the point where you have this title, it's very shocking that somebody would choose to step down and everyone wants to know why.
Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. So we know a couple of things. We know in the Miss USA statement that she put on social media, if you lined up the first letters of the first 11 sentences, it spelled out, I am silenced. So a little bit of a cryptic message there. But now the mothers of both Miss USA and Miss Teen USA are speaking out because I'm assuming they didn't sign an NDA, unlike Miss USA and Miss Teen USA. So one of the moms went on Good Morning America and said the job of their dreams turned out to be a nightmare. We could not continue this charade. The girls decided to step down and give up their dream of a lifetime. A crown, a national title. Why would two girls decide to give that up? We know that Miss Teen USA said that her values no longer align with the organization, and that's why she stepped down. Miss USA again saying she's silenced. But CNN actually got the resignation letter from Miss USA, which brings a little bit more clarity to the situation. So according to this letter, she cites an incident where she was left alone in a vehicle with a stranger at a parade in Sarasota. And there was an unnamed man that sexually harassed her in this car, and it made her like super stressed out. And she ended up having to call her mom to come get her. And when she brought up the situation to the person in charge of Miss USA, the organization leader, I guess there was no apology. There was no course for action for how to actually change what happened in that vehicle. She just kind of said, like, this is just how it is. Like, this is a part of the job. Like, you're a hot woman. We can't control all these people out and about making comments at you. So the moms are obviously very upset. It doesn't look like anybody stepped up to take the Miss Teen USA crown. The runner-up denied it and said that her values, again, don't align with this. The Miss USA runner-up, who's from Hawaii, is going to take on that title. So
I know that pageants a lot of times will give out scholarships and money and try to enrich the lives of the women that are on it. But here we are in 2024 and we're so politically correct that I wonder if if the whole pageant thing is kind of outdated.
Well, now it's not, because, I mean, notice we're not saying beauty pageant. We're saying pageant. So, I mean, there has been a shift, and I think scholarship is one of them, but it's more about the overall well-roundedness of a person, not just their aesthetics. Mm-hmm. So I think, and for women, like, no, they're not playing football, but they're doing pageants. Like, this is their form of competition.
Yeah, and you get a lot of opportunities because of the notoriety that comes with being a part of the organization. Like, I know a lot of the Miss USA contestants have gone on to be really successful models or to be correspondents for entertainment outlets. So it's getting your foot in the door and becoming a public figure basically overnight to open up a lot of opportunities. So I'm sure a lot of people are kind of side-eyeing the person that took the Miss USA title after all of this, and I'm sure we're going to hear more things that happened as the story progresses. But at the end of the day, like, it's not politically correct, but if she wanted to change her life to give herself opportunities, maybe she is willing to overlook these things in order to progress her career. So you can't really fault somebody for wanting to do what's best for them, although it's not really the best look. People are shaming Chris Pratt for not mentioning his ex-wife, Anna Faris, during his Mother's Day post on Instagram. People are debating whether or not this was the wrong or right thing to do. So he has another child with a different woman, and he posted Happy Mother's Day to her and celebrated her, and didn't say anything about his ex-wife. And now people think, why are you not saying something about the mother to your 11-year-old? Not to be like, well, she came first, you got to say something too, but you should be able to honor all the mothers in your life to your kids.
Yeah, I don't know how you argue that.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think the ex-wife has to be included in a wife that's dedicated to your own mother and your wife. Like, that's his current wife of his two kids. and he was doing a special Mother's Day post for his wife and his mom. So to force his hand and be like, why didn't you include your ex-wife in this post? I honestly don't think that's fair.
Should it have been a different post? By the way, I will call myself out on this in years past. I credited my fiance and I acknowledged her on social media, and I didn't my own ex-wife. So I'm just as guilty.
Yeah. So I think, it would have been nice if you would have done something separate for her, or maybe behind the scenes you did something and nobody saw it. So everybody's just, like we always do, jumping to these conclusions. Now, sorry, celebrities, you got to play the social media game, and you got to realize if you do a post like that, commenting on all the wonderful mothers in your life, because it's the caption that got people, because he was gushing about the incredible mothers in his life. His wife, who's an incredible mother, and mentioned his son with Anna Faris, and including his wife in this post, and then goes on to talk about his mom. So the fact that you brought up the child you have with somebody else, it probably would have been nice to do something else, even if it was just in your Insta story. The day can't go without me acknowledging Anna for being such an incredible mom to our son, insert name here.
For more stories, head to the Bert Show podcast on your favorite listening platform.
Get it? The Bert Show.